module 2, we will start energy with two types of energy. One is conventional and the opposite of that is non-conventional. Conventional is traditional. Opposite of conventional is called modern. Now, what are the resources or raw materials we have used for conventional energy is, one is coal. Traditionally we use for thermal power plants to generate the electricity. What is the disadvantage of that? Pollution due to CO2, global warming occurs. We are aware with that. This is nuclear energy. Nuclear energy is a modern form, but it is polluting the environment. That is why they get into this conventional energy form. Not only conventional is called new, the technology is not suiting the environment. By uranium we get nuclear energy. After using that uranium, where we are disposing, we are dumping under the sea. Currently what technology we have is, after utilizing that, everything has some waste. In US what they are doing is, they are constructing small tunnels deep inside the soil, and the uranium waste is being concreted. The small container will be there. Over that they concrete it, and after making as a concrete large unit, they bury deep into the trench. But Indians, we also use nuclear energy. In Karnataka we have nuclear power plant, so radiation is also harmful. That is why it has been included in conventional energy. Here you have three types: fossil fuels, which I have told, thermal power plant. Next thing is hydropower plant. It cannot be renewed. Water cannot be renewed. See, once the water reaches the low line, you cannot take back the water to the same place. You need a pump. If water reaches to lowest part, you have to pump again to lift. Imagine the wind. Do you want anything to pump the wind? Wind will automatically flow due to temperature difference. Earth have night and day. You have two temperatures. What happens? Due to that, we are having wind. So you don't need any external force to create wind. But do you need external force to take the same water and put it up? Yes. Now nuclear energy is uranium. By using nuclear fission you are doing. So from that you have non-conventional source of energy. What are non-conventional? I have told you, which are the latest, newer, cleaner source. Cleaner sources, if you use those energy, environment will not harm, sustainability will exist. What are the example is? Solar energy. We create electrical energy through different forms. How much percentage solar is being used to generate energy in area throughout the world? 38. Currently we use only 10%. 10% of global energy is being supplied with solar, and more energy currently what we use is conventional form of energy. Wind energy, do you need any external force? No, it is available for free. Biomass. From biomass you can generate heat or electricity. From plants, see, when plant grows, each and every farmer can use biomass as the energy. What is biomass is, after reaping all the plants, the waste plants, what they do is, they will dump somewhere. Instead of dumping somewhere, they can dump in a container. That container will be taken as biomass. What will happen? The bacteria decomposes the biological waste. That releases methane gas. Can we use methane gas for LPG? Instead of LPG, yes. Geothermal. By using earth heat, Iceland purely depend on this. They depend on renewable energy. They don't use anywhere for electricity. Tidal and wave energy. Yes. What are renewable resources are? Plants, sun and water. If you consume this, abundantly available. What is not available is coal, soil and minerals. These three things are non-renewable. It requires more time to generate. Now, in this class I will be discussing solar energy. First thing, working of a solar cell. Basically they have a glass plate at the top. Due to sunlight, what happens? Those electrons are being transported out of their reach. So you can take that electron, and can you see a grid here? These grids are there. Whatever electrons are transferred, it is being collected from this P and N junction. All the electrons are collected and it is being stored in a battery. Another way we use the solar is thermal. For heating purpose, we use heating water or air. You can heat the water or air. They will be installing in rooftop for their house for hot water. Solar heater, the cold water goes here. All the pipes will be supplied with the cold water. What happens? There will be absorbent plate here. All the sunlight it absorbs and it heats. It transfers all the hot water out. We can use it. This is the simple phenomena. What are the merits of solar panels? Is it is a renewable source available abundantly. It will not exhaust. First advantage, it is environmental friendly and low operating cost. After operating the solar panel, it does not releases any harmful gases or any waste. So it generally attracts the electrons. That's all. Next thing is low operating cost. If you install solar panel at one place, 25 years, you don't have any maintenance. If nothing is being operated, it has very less maintenance. So you have to clean the dust, that's all. That is why it is low operating cost, reduce electricity bills, low maintenance. Every petrol diesel operating machine can be replaced by the solar panels. Scalable and fixable, can be installed in rooftops and small plots. If you want larger place, you can install to larger place. It can be scalable, can be installed in small places. If you have a small parking area, that parking area is sufficient to install a solar power plant. But imagine nuclear power plant. If you need petrol bunk also, can you place any small petrol bunk? Every petrol bunk has minimum requirement. No, you can see maximum they have similar space. All the energy for generation and supplying you need some space. But for solar panels you don't need much space. That is why it is scalable and it is flexible. Any rockets are launched, the orbiter satellite have to only work on solar. You don't have any other option. You cannot use non-renewable energy. Only way is rover, lander, etc. will work on this solar panels. Ideal for remote and off-grid work. Quick installation, you can do it. Lifespan I have told you is 25 years. It can last up to 30 years or more. That depends on our maintenance. But what is the disadvantage? Weather dependent. Sir, even though it is a renewable energy, it is 12-hour renewable energy. After 12 hours, during the night time, you cannot use it. This is one of the disadvantage. For installing 1 kilowatt of solar panel or 2 kilowatt of solar panel, which is required for a house, how much cost it will be? Around 1,60,000 rupees it will take. How much for your house? If you want to install in the sense 1,60,000, 60,000 you will get the benefit from the central government. If you install solar power, they will give subsidy for you. For per kilowatt, they are giving 30,000 rupees as subsidy. You buy 2 kilowatt in the sense 60,000 rupees subsidy you will get. So 1 lakh from your pocket you have to put. But if you put, what will happen? For 25 years you don't need any electrical requirement. So that is the advantage. So it has high initial cost. No power at night. That is why you need what? Battery. In solar installation, why they are very costly in the sense for battery. If there is no battery requirement, then cost efficient. Another thing, energy storage is costly by using batteries. Large space is required. In order to operate that, more number of panels are required and more space requirements is there. The lowest efficient system is solar power. If 100% of sunlight is there, the solar panels will convert only 18 to 22% of that. Remaining 78% is waste. In other power plants, they consume at least 60 to 70% of energy and then they generate. But solar, 18 to 22% only they generate. Most of them are reflected back. So that is the disadvantage. Low efficiency, manufacturing impact. It requires maintenance in dusty areas. Only 2% of sunlight reaches the floor. I have told you, no, in denser forest you will not get the sunlight. So that is the reason if any means of dust, if the leaves are falling on that panel, completely the absorbing capacity will lose. So it is for no use. That is, the dust snow or bird dropping will reduce the efficiency, not suitable for all areas. You cannot install in little sunlight, but where you can use the solar panel, which ecosystem you can use solar panel? Desert ecosystem. Till now, in the global scenario, how much solar power we have generated? This is the map which gives an idea. Which country, even though they have capacity, which country does not use the solar power? African countries. Do you have large Sahara desert here? Even though they are not utilizing the Sahara desert. So, due to their underdeveloped stage, they are not utilizing that. In Australia, they are utilizing in the desert area. Which ecosystem is best in the sense? Sahara desert. Now, this is the global scenario. Till now, how much of solar power we have generated is, you can see 2.2 terawatts. Till 2023, we have reached 1.6 terawatt and we surpassed in 2024 regarding 2.2 terawatt. This country wise, which country generated most solar power? China, they have generated. After that, who's second one? They are US. US are using more solar power panels. After that, you have European Union, etc. You have India at last. We are having, but we are not topping the countries. In India, how many deserts are there? Only Thar desert. But in other countries, they have 2 or more deserts. They can easily utilize for generation of power. That is the advantage. Now, the installation can be increased for 602 gigawatts and it can be projected. The sustainable development projects I have told you. SDG, they target for 2020. What is their requirement is, they want to install 1 terawatt annually by 2030. What is the sustainable development target? Now, this is the superpower in the world. Who are they? China and other states are 177 gigawatt. Is United States. Third, India. We have generated 97 gigawatts. In total, around 145% of growth in 2024. In only 1 year, we have increased 145% of solar power panel capacity and other notable things are there. Now, in India, we have largest solar power plant in Rajasthan. Badla Solar Park in Rajasthan has the largest solar power generating capacity. This is the park there and you have a capacity of 2.2 gigawatt capacity or 2245 megawatt capacity. How much square kilometer it covers? 56. 2015 to 18 they have constructed. Who constructed it? The Solar Energy Corporation of India. They have constructed the solar power plant. Next thing, solar growth share is, there are 2 types of energy I have told you. One is renewable energy and another one is non-renewable energy. Out of renewable energy, 46% of energy is being done by solar. Half of the power, renewable energy power is being generated by solar. Now when considering all the energy, globally 10% of electricity is being satisfied by the solar power plant. Now globally which energy we are using? Non-renewable energy, that is coal. We are using petrol, diesel throughout all the countries. That is why more than 60 to 70% energy currently we use is non-renewable energy. This has to change. They will be keep on digging the oils. Unless we change our mode, they will be keep on supplying us. The Russians and US people will always find politics. Till now they will give oil. If lesser cost they are giving, we will go there. This trend will not change. Unless we innovate something, new technology, everything have alternate. that alternate has to be renewable, then the scenarios will change. So solar electricity generation from 2014 to 2024, it increased 187 to 1800, around 10 times it increased. So this is the statistics around the world, and projection is they have a target. In global they have a target how much they can reach. So they are trying to reach around 1.044 terawatts per year in 2030. This is the year. Where is the largest solar power panel in the world? In India I have told you in Rajasthan, but in China you have greatest solar panel in the world. Where it is available, it is called Solar Great Wall. Where they have installed is Fuguiki. This is a place where it is a desert, the complete desert they have utilized for this purpose, and they are producing how much power? 100 gigawatt. How much we produce in Rajasthan? 2.2 gigawatt. This is megawatt. How much is gigawatt divided by 1000? If you divide by that, 2.2 gigawatt of power we generate. But how much gigawatt they generate? So they have a aim to reach around 100 gigawatt, and 5.4 gigawatt they have already installed. We have 2.2, they have already installed 5.4 gigawatt. And another one initiative what they have done is they have closed all the coal mines. From where they get renewable energy is when digging the coals. Can you see this place? This is a coal mining area. They have stopped the coal mining and they have installed solar panels above this. Can you see the mountain here? This mountain mining is being stopped. Then they have installed all the solar power panels, and around 300 gigawatt by 2030 they are targeting. So like that, non-renewable energy has to be closed. Renewable energy they have developed. That is why they are superpowering. The application of solar panels is, have you seen this kind of solar cooker? Keep inside this cooker, it will automatically cook food for you. So this is the advantage of this solar water heaters. We can power for lights, solar cookers, solar operated fans. Commercial, this is one of the advantage. This is a wonderful technology. Net metering. Certain people are industry. They have installed solar panels in their industry. Whatever power is being generated, they will consume that. Whatever is being exhausted, it will be taken and supplied to the transformer. Where you get the power from transformer, isn't it? Same solar panel power is being taken to the transformer. You see how much power they consume, how much power they credited. So you can see both. I will give another image here. This is called net metering. What do you want? Net metering is, from the solar power panel you generate electricity. Here you don't have battery. Whatever power is being consumed here, it will be taken to the transformer again. How much power you have given to government, how much power you consumed from government, it will be net metered. That is how many of the industries are getting benefited. So by this technology you can reduce the electricity bill. Agricultural practice. For our agriculture you need pumps. Have you seen this kind of solar operated pumps? You can install small panels. By that you can operate this kind of pump. Where in agricultural areas they are using solar paneled pumps. Now this is one of the dryers. How they dry the harvested rice. See, after harvesting the rice, wheat, whatever it is harvested, it has to be kept for drying. How they dry is, they have a glass plate. If the sunlight falls here, you have a dark absorbent plate will be here. Whatever you provide here, agricultural products, it will automatically evaporate all the moisture. Then only you can transfer. What happens if the agricultural people, soon they ripe, if they transfer, in the sense, this food will spoil immediately. The food should not spoil, in the sense, what they have to do is, all the moisture has to be dried. What they do currently, they have this solar top. Inside that they will keep all the rice and paddies. Automatically it will evaporate all the moisture content. This is how they use sunlight. Cold air will come here, hot air will blow out. Here you have insulation part. Next thing, transportation. You see solar operated and charged vehicles. Wherever you park here your vehicle, this panel will give you solar power for this, and you can automatically charge your vehicle. For both the purpose you can use this. Vehicles, railway signals also, and this kind of kits are available. During emergency, disaster management, you can use this kit where 72-hour disaster preparedness. Automatically this will recharge your power bank, mobile phones, etc. Now space and remote, all the rovers and landers will be using. If you are isolated from some place, you can use solar power panels. And this is the last one. They have an important process of salt water to fresh water. This can be installed in Saudi Arabia countries where they don't have river. What they do is, they have a small container. What happens, that salt water is filled in that container. Due to the sunlight, all the water evaporates and it is being collected in this chamber here. Can you see? After evaporation, the droplet of water is being stored here. This water is fresh water used for drinking. So the Saudi Arabia countries, maximum they have salt water. Those countries use this kind of technology. This is called desaltation of water. They can use for drinking purpose. Solar panels or solar power not only used for generating electricity, you can use it for water purpose. Which of the following is not conventional source of energy? Means new technology. Conventional is old. Solar energy. Which is the major disadvantage of conventional source of energy? Pollution and depletion of natural resources. Next one. Wind, solar and tidal energy are classified as A, B, C, D. B is non-conventional sources. Which statement is true about non-conventional energy? They are renewable and eco-friendly. Solar panels generally last for B, 20 to 25 years. Next one. The efficiency of most commercial solar power plant is 15 to 25. Which of the following is merit of solar energy? Merit. D. D is suitable for remote areas. Wherever you cannot access, you can use this solar. Next one. Which statement about solar energy is false? Works 24 hours. It works only 12 hours. Yes or no? That is the disadvantage. Which country distributed more than 50% of world's new solar PV installation? China, yes. Next thing. India's solar power installation in 2024 increased by 145. I have told you statistics, no? You have to keenly note 145%. The total global PV, solar PV capacity by the end of 24 reached how many terawatts? 2.2 terawatts. Till now we have reached. Next thing. Which of the following industries can save maximum energy by adopting solar thermal heating system? Which industry needs heat? Textile and dyeing industries. They heat, then they only dye. That is why these industries can get benefit. Which of the following is solar appliance directly reduces dependence on diesel? I don't want diesel at all in village. Which technology? Solar irrigation pumps. You can get rid of diesel. Last two. Solar powered desaltation plants are most useful in where you can use solar desalt fresh drinking water. In coastal regions where you have salt water, you can make that salt water into drinkable water. Coastal regions. The efficiency of solar refrigerator system mainly limited by intermittent nature of sunlight.